meet the first and only dragon type introduced in Gen 2, Kingdra. Kingdra was the very first water dragon type. Back then, it had only one weakness: dragon. Fairy became its second weakness, which is kind of a downer, really. Most of its stats are base 95, which can reach a maximum of 317. Not the best for most water and dragon types, but the sole purpose why I put it on the list is mostly due to its design type being based around the leafy sea dragon. It may not be my favorite water dragon type, but it's still one of my favorite water types on Gen 2. Up next is the king of all slackers, Slaking. Many people look at Slaking and think of it as a useless Pokemon. Well, guess what? Slaking is the most powerful non-legendary Pokemon in history, aside from Mega Evolutions, of course. Slaking's base stat is 670. Its best stat is attack, which can reach a maximum of 460. Holy shit! Its HP can even reach as high as 504. Man, no wonder why Slaking is my favorite normal type from Gen 3. With something like that, you think they would have no downside, right? Well, unfortunately, you have its ability to deal with. Truant. Truant is the ability that makes the user attack every other turn. Hit this thing with any move that can change its ability, and bam! No more Truant. Final verdict, Slaking is my favorite normal type from Gen 3. Up next is that adorable ice cream Pokemon itself, Vanilluxe. Alright, I know what you guys are doing right about now. You're pestering me in the comments saying, "Oh come on, why the hell is that on the list? It's a freaking ice cream Pokemon!" Well, 2 words. My list. For me, I'm surprised that it took this long for an ice cream cone Pokemon. Vanilluxe's best stat is special attack, which can reach a maximum of 350. Not bad at all. His move pool is a plus. It can learn moves like Ice Beam, Frost Breath, Blizzard, and even Sheer Cold. And if there's one thing that you want to know about me, is that I love the cold. And Vanilluxe is here to back me up on that. Vanilluxe remains as my favorite pure ice type from Gen 5. We haven't seen a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon here in a while, so up next is Dodrio. Dodrio is my favorite normal flying type from the first generation, and my 4th favorite normal flying type all around. While it lacks in HP, it's definitely made up for physical attack and speed. Its speed can reach a maximum of 328. Its attack can reach a maximum of 350. Not bad if you ask me. This 3-headed ostrich is known for looking in multiple directions and dealing major damage to its foe. Just listen to this entry from Ruby. It states, "Watch out if Dodrio's 3 heads are looking in 3 separate directions. It's a sure sign that it's on its guard. Don't go near this Pokemon if it's being wary. It may decide to peck you." Well, now we know that every Caterpie and Weedle should be very wary and cautioned big time. Up next is yet another Saturn evolution, and another frickin' wall. Rhyperior. Just saying its name makes you feel more superior, doesn't it? Like previously mentioned Aggron, it's a great physical wall. Its defense can get as high as 394. Believe it or not, defense is not its best stat. Attack is, which can reach a maximum of 416. Trading a Rhydon with a Protector as its item may just be the best thing you could possibly do. Sure, it has some bad special attack, special defense, and speed, but the rest of it makes up for one of my favorite ground and rock types to date. Up next is my favorite member of the Swords of Justice, Keldeo. Being the latest member of the group, Keldeo was trained to be a defender of other Pokemon, just like the other 3. Believe it or not, its greatest stat is not attack. Instead, its special attack, which can reach a maximum of 392. Its type is very unique. Being a water fighting type, this thing makes even Poliwrath a baby Poliwag. Like the other members of the Swords of Justice, it can learn Sacred Sword by leveling up. But unlike the others, Keldeo can learn its signature move, Secret Sword. With that move, it can change its form to Resolute. Plus, his role in the 15th movie was pretty sweet. Sure, he was stubborn and reckless, but the way he battled Kyurem at the end made him my favorite water fighting type to date. Say hello to the Sea Otter combined with Tails the Fox. Floatzel. Floatzel is a very good Pokemon for your Gen 14. By running into them into the wild, it's a very good quick access to it. Floatzel is unlike several water types, being mostly a physically offensive Pokemon. Its physical attack can reach a maximum of 339, but believe it or not, its greatest stat is speed, which can reach a maximum of 361. And trust me, Floatzel saved my life on numerous occasions in my Platinum LP, especially with its ability, Swift Swim. Swift Swim is an ability that doubles the speed of a Pokemon in a rainstorm. While it may not be my favorite pure water type from the 4th generation, it's still a very good Pokemon to have as your water user. Unless you started with a Piplup, of course. Say hello to the lunar Pokemon herself, Cresselia. Cresselia is one of my favorite legendary psychic types. The main reason why I put her on the list is mostly due to her concept. Cresselia is capable of giving off peaceful dreams and counters against nightmares. Man, I wonder why she has a hard time with Darkrai sometimes. Cresselia looks like she's based off of the constellation known as Cygnus, a northern constellation laying on the plane of the Milky Way galaxy, deriving its name from the Latinized Greek word for swan. That's pretty cool. While Cresselia may not be my favorite member from the Lunar Duo, she does stand out as being one of my favorite psychic types from Gen 4. Dusknoir is a freaking monster of a ghost type. This thing is my favorite ghost type from the 4th generation. Training a Dusknoir with a Reaper Cloth is probably the best idea for your team. Dusknoir is the only ghost type that can learn all elemental punches, which is a major plus. While it doesn't have the best HP to many ghost types, it definitely makes up for bulk in physical and special defense, both of which reach a maximum of 405. That's pretty impressive for a ghost type. Also, there's something very ominous about it. It can literally guide spirits into the spirit realm from whatever realm it's in. Jesus Christ, that's nightmare fuel right there. With all horridness set aside, Dusknoir is my favorite non-legendary ghost type from the 4th generation. Hands down. Time to end off part 4 with the Thunder Pokemon, as well as the fastest of the legendary beasts, Raikou. This thing is not only the fastest and legendary electric type, but it's also the most specially offensive of the group. Both of its special attack and speed can reach a maximum of 361. That's pretty cool. Raikou won this fight due to its role in the spin-off Pokemon Chronicle, Raikou, The Legend of Thunder. Also, not to mention that its shiny appearance in Master Evolutions makes it more of a badass. Raikou is said to be based around the region, a thunder demon of Japanese lore. It is said to be a creature that could take the form of a tiger, monkey, blue wolf wrapped in lightning, and many other animals. In Raikou's case, it's a form of a tiger, or more of a saber-toothed tiger if you ask me. Raikou is my favorite Gen 2 electric type, and my 3rd favorite electric legendary to date. Thanks for watching. All the contents and clips that were used to make this video are all owned by their respective owners, so please support the official release. If you're liking the list so far, then please consider giving it a like. Add it to your favorites, or share with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, or anywhere. And if you want to see some more of my Pokemon homework for 2016, then please subscribe today for a Pokemon Let's Play update daily as often as possible, and a Top X video as weekly as possible. Thanks again, everyone, and as always, I will see you guys next time in my next Pokemon video coming soon.